for today's vlog, we are having coffee. Me and G are gonna talk about our relationship. How we're just gonna reflect. This is a reflection video of how far we've been right now from nothing to something.
We're coming up, we're just about 1 year together, so we thought we would talk about our journey to this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you know, we didn't start right. Like, we've been at the beginning of our relationship. We have been drifting off. It's starting, but it's already drifting. I met Gio in Facebook. He added me. He sent me a friend request, and I accepted it because he posted a story, and in that story he said, "On my way to Dumaguete," so I assume you are a traveler from other countries. So and that time I was single and not actively looking, but hoping that I could find someone at that time. So and then he posted again in his story about Adamo, which is one of my favorite restaurant here in Dumaguete. So I said to him, "That's my favorite restaurant too."
Right.
So we had a conversation, very brief conversation. He told me that he's going to this coffee shop in the mountains, and he asked me if I want to go with him, and I said nope, because I don't go to the coffee shop with a stranger, and it's in the mountains, and who knows what's gonna happen, and I don't know him. So I declined with that offer. And fast forward a few days, and that's I met Phil. He was dating my friend that time, and then they were like groupie. They went to to a waterfall in Valencia, and they they all have partners, and I'm the only one single. And it seems like they are bothered with that I'm single, and they want me to find someone to bring in a waterfall. So
Hot springs.
no, yeah, hot spring. I'm sorry. So I messaged Gio. I don't know who he is, but that's the easiest way to find a date that time, because I don't really chat with guys that time. I thought that he is new here in Dumaguete, so it could be a chance for him to go somewhere.
If we back up, I when she said no to the coffee shop, I just took that as she was not interested, so I just
Yeah.
really stopped messaging.
Yes.
So already we were like, I had already thought she wasn't interested, and maybe she thought I wasn't interested at that point.
Yeah, I really thought you're not interested in
Yeah.
like just wanted to have someone to go to places. So
Tour guide.
yeah, tour guide. So so that time I know he's alone too, and he wants to go somewhere. So I invited you to go
Yeah, I was
to
surprised
this
when I
hot
got the
spring, and
message.
then when I arrived to my friend's house, they said, "Oh, you don't know Gio? Gio is a vlogger." And I said, "Huh? He's a vlogger?" And then Phil was like starstruck. "Oh my God, you're meeting Gio in the Philippines." I said, "Okay, what's the fuss?" I searched his name on YouTube, and I see all his content and stuff. But it didn't change anything, of course. I just see him as a person, not a celebrity.
I'm not a celebrity, yeah, but
Yeah.
Phil, I think Phil knew who I was. I think that was
Yeah, that's the first meeting of
yeah,
you and Phil.
first meeting.
Yeah,
So-
so we went to the
I gained a girlfriend and a good friend all at the same time.
yes. So after that we were talking a lot when we were riding going to the hot spring, and it's funny because that time you will know when a guy likes you, because at the beginning of that you were already talking about what you want. Like, I want this, I want to have a girlfriend, I want this serious relationship, I want to get married.
See, I don't remember the conversation.
Really? I remember.
I'm a guy. We forget a lot of details.
I remember it all, and yeah, we talk about what's our belief, if you are Christian, if I'm Christian, and we talk a lot, just driving, going to to the hot spring. So I really thought it's really going well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, the first meeting went
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. So after the hot spring, we went back and we talked more. We talked a lot, and then it really went well until the next day. I guess it's the next day, right? That we went to Darwin.
The next day or the day after, or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So there's a big party in Darwin that time.
Some beach party.
But we didn't know about that there's a big, huge party that is going on. We just went there to swim because we told them.
Swim and barbecue.
Yes. Phil was new here too, so
Right.
our goal is to, bring them to the places where it's the nicest places to swim in Negros. So we bring them there, and we didn't know that they didn't like the crowd, so they left early. And I was messaging him when he was home already, and I asked him, "What's wrong? What happened? Why did you left me? Why did you leave?" And then he said, "I didn't like the crowd, same as Phil.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like the crowd because it's too loud and there's so many people and there's so many drunk people, so they didn't like the crowd." So Gio was a bit upset or something that time because I didn't went home because I don't want to. I'm single. I want to be in the party scene. So, and I'm having fun, and I didn't know he was not having fun. And it was like he decided to. You said that we can still be friends, something like that.
Well, I left my shoes there.
No, you first you said you.
Yeah, I said we can be friends.
And then I said, okay. And then he messaged me
And
the next day or that day? That day, right?
Yeah, that same night.
When you realize that you don't have your shoes with
Yeah,
you.
I forgot my shoes. I had my water shoes, but I forgot my regular shoes.
Yeah, so I just told him, I'm going to leave your shoes in my friend's house and you just can just get it there. So yeah, after that we actually just friends. You said we're just friends that time.
Yeah,
became
we
just
entered the
friends.
friend zone.
Yeah, so
And, yeah.
you can tell the next story.
Yeah, I guess at that point I wasn't planning. I hadn't planned on staying in Dumaguete. I was actually just kind of coming through Dumaguete to visit.
Mhm.
So Maya was a surprise. But excuse me. What happened next? So I think Maya reached out to me and because Maya had invited a group of us to go to this
Cocos Nest.
place called the Cuckoo's Nest in
Yeah.
Chatonne, which was like a beautiful sunset, nice swimming place. And I think you reached out to me and said, "Hey, Phil is going. Do you want to go swim with us or hang out at the beach for the day?"
Yeah, that's what happened.
And I think I'd asked, well, how many people, because I didn't want to. I'm not. Phil and I are both the same way. Maybe it's the. I don't know, but we don't like big, huge crowds and loud, So I'm past that in my life, I guess.
Yeah.
And so anyway, she said like, no, it's just us. It's just us hanging out. And I was like, okay. So I don't think we had like really talked or met up or anything for like a week almost, maybe.
No.
4 or 5 days.
The
or
night that I invited you, you invited me to go to Bamboo Bob's together with Phil.
Was that-
The day I invited you, the night of that, you invited
okay.
me.
See, what women have great memories.
Yes, and then we didn't like the Bamboo Bob's because it's too loud, so we went home earlier than
Yeah.
expected. So we went to
Mhm.
Hayahai, and then we talked more.
That's right. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
we talked a lot.
We discovered our mutual love of margaritas.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after that, the next day we went to eat. I think we did the
Astoria's
next
or
day.
something.
Yes, Astoria.
Our-
That's our official.
Our official first date where we were actually alone together, not with friends, because we had
Yes.
never been alone together.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
from that we just started seeing each other every day.
Yes.
And then, sleepovers, movies.
Yeah, but really the first couple weeks we had tried, like maybe I think it was like 3 times where we tried to
Yeah, 3
get
times.
together, but I just thought I thought she wasn't really interested, and I don't know if you thought I wasn't interested or
I really thought you're not interested in me,
Yeah.
but it's very, I don't know exactly, because when we meet, like when we're together, we're like liking me, and then when we're not together, when we're far away texting, we're like not with me, or we're not
Right.
interested. So I was so confused, like, is this guy likes me or not?
Mine is like one of the only Filipinos that I've known that like all day long, like we wouldn't even exchange text messages.
What's the point of text messaging? We
What?
can just meet.
But you're rare because most Filipinos will just all day long.
I don't like that. I want to
Yeah.
meet, like, hey, we want to meet and
Actually,
talk and have
e-
conversation.
Even to this day, like a year together, if you look at our chat history, we don't really message each other. Of
Yeah.
course, we spend all day together, and we know like if
Yeah, but when you're out, I'm not like texting you constantly. Where
No,
are you?
we
What
don't
are
do
you
that to
doing?
each other.
What's with you? No, yeah, it's just like message you, buy this grocery.
right, yeah, that's mine is text her by
We don't
bring
have
home milk.
this. Bring home milk.
Yeah.
Something very important that needs to be text.
Actually, I think I send you jokes all the time. That's about all.
Oh yeah, he sends lots of memes and videos
Memes,
that is
yeah.
funny.
Memes.
Yeah, so, and mostly of our chats like poopy GIF. Oh, you keep messaging me when I'm in the toilet.
Oh yeah. If Maya's in the bathroom, I send her poop jokes. But yeah.
It's just very funny.
But 1 year later, and
Yeah.
I should back up. At first, we weren't living with each other. We were just.
Yes.
she-
Well, we're in denial actually.
we were in denial.
Because when we were still new, we're like, I just go home and grab my stuff and then come back to his place.
Right.
Or the night after sleeping in your place, I would go home to do my work, my stuff, my thing, and then I'll be back in his place. So basically, we're just.
Oh, I remember this was funny that when Maya said, "Why don't you pick me up outside of my home?" when we first were dating, and I remember putting it. I was at home and I put it in Google Maps, and it said like 300 meters away. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she lived like just in my neighborhood, and I live in a neighborhood where there's like no really foreigners or anything really, and
Yeah.
I was like really surprised. I was like 300 meters away.
Yeah, he's dating his neighbor.
Yeah, so she had like one little bag that she would keep on a chair. She would just spend the night. We would basically be gone. All day,
And back at
And back.
our place. at
and
night.
then when we found this place, that's when I asked her. I said, I took you and I showed you this place, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, I love it. And
But did you remember when you asked me, what is your time limit for moving in?
oh yeah. At that point, we weren't acknowledging that we were living together, even though she spent every night there.
Yeah.
She didn't have her personal belongings there except for one little bag.
Yeah, and my toothbrush in his
Toothbrush.
bathroom. So yeah, and then after that, I answered maybe 3 months or 6 months, and he said okay. And then the next week he found
Yeah.
this place and he asked me to move in. It's like, oh, that was quick. And for me, it's too soon to move in, like 2 months.
Even for me, I always had this rule in my head of like 3 to 6 months or so, but when it's right, it's right.
Yeah, so sure.
Here
I
we
like
are.
to move in with you. So yeah.
And a year later, here we are, traveling internationally together, and now moving into, after this, moving into a house together.
Yeah.
And Maya will become a chicken farmer.
And you will ride buffalo every day going
Yes.
to the gym.
I'll be buying a carabao and riding the trading in the motorcycle for a carabao. Farmers, yes.
We're gonna be farmers.
So,
What do you reflect in our relationship? How well it has progressed? Did you like the progress or?
yeah, I think Maya and I think at the very beginning there was just, this is why communication is important. At the very beginning, we just thought we weren't really compatible, and it ends up being that we were completely compatible and had so many things in common.
Yeah, we share same interests like
Yes.
movies, music, food. We're both
Travel,
like to travel, and we both like to eat, and we both like to.
exercise
Stay
to offset
healthy.
the eating.
Yeah. Also, what I like is that we both like to read,
Yes.
to
Yeah.
better ourselves, our health.
I would say that if you really do have to give the beginning of a relationship a little time to see, because we just about really we actually we had already said that we're, let's just be friends. We're not really compatible.
Yeah,
So don't
so-
give up. And if you need a nice Filipina, sign up in Maya's
Christian
link down below.
Filipina.
Christian Filipina.
Yes.
Probably the best dating site there is. Everybody I meet, when they say they've met online somebody, it's most of the time it's Christian Filipina.
Also because they filter every people, like
Yeah.
they would interview them
Yeah.
and they would ask how's things going on with your dating. So
Yep. And if there's a scammer, they get rid of them if
Yes.
you report it. So yeah.
that's a good thing about Christian Filipino. So if you are looking for the love of your life, sign up in a Christian Filipina. So yeah, thank you, babe, for being here in my channel. I just
Sure.
we are talking about this yesterday.
We're
How
reflecting.
far we've gone in this relationship
Mhm.
because we did not really start in a good start. We didn't really have a good start. We're like fighting and then breaking off and then coming back again and breaking off and coming back again. So I'm just proud that we are here now and we are so in love.
Sana all.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for listening in this vlog. I really appreciate you all.
Anyway, thank you, Maya, for having me on your channel.
Of course.
And if you guys want to help support Maya, you can join her YouTube membership for additional videos and benefits by clicking the join button under any of her videos.
Yes. So we will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.